Yeah, thank you.
So where you out of again? You out of Kansas City, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good for you, man. And how do you know Tony, man? He's getting back into the business?
Yeah, we're actually live right now, but yeah, no, you're fine. No, man, I interned under man. You finna have me date my age in public on the air.
I say it all the time, brother. I'm happy to be 50.
Well, yeah, I'm 38.
50, baby.
Yeah, you look good too. No, I interned under Tony when I was in college, back in 1998. Back in 1998. And what's funny was he had told me that you were his best man in his wedding. So.
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah. Oh, maybe put the headsets on. Yeah. So, yeah, he's always said good things about you, and so
yeah.
I said, well, and I told him, I said, man, if he's going to be down here, then got to make sure that that we get him on the air. So he said,
sure,
yeah, I'll call him and text him, and then I just saw you walk by. I said, oh, I got to get him.
Yeah, man. You know what? My phone has been ringing, man. It's been buzzing ever since I hit Radio Row, and because you can on Radio Row, and you can describe to your listeners, like, man, you hit this thing, man. You can go from New York to California
literally
in 2 seconds. You walk across the hall, and then you're over in Canada, and you're on, Fox Radio.
Mexico,
everybody.
I think Mexico is right around here too.
Yeah, man, you hit it all.
And the interesting thing is, before we get into this is my first time doing this, so this is so I'm experiencing this for the first time, and I'm doing this right now via Facebook Live, so people can kind of get a sense of all the madness that's going on, because I want to take people, with me around, seeing all the things that's going on here. But Neil, you're here for the Low T Center. Tell us what you got going on, man.
Well, I as you know, I still reside in Kansas City, and I've been with the Low T Center as far as a spokesperson for the last 4 years, and I've been a client with the Low T Center in the last 2 years. And I tell people all the time, I say, men after the age of 40, you really got to start taking care of yourself. And, a lot of people take this for granted, but, we lose a lot of things, not just testosterone. We lose a lot of our help at the age of 40. And when you don't do anything to help yourself, to bring you back to that level, then, and when I say level, that means that, once you lose that testosterone level, you try to bring yourself back up to the level that is accustomed to. 2 years ago, man, this thing has changed my life, man. I'm really blessed to say that, that once I became, a client of it, I was running a little high blood pressure. My mom was upset, that, I wouldn't go and get checked. And I said, you know what, let me see what my level is. Well, 4 years ago, I didn't need that. I didn't need it. And then all of a sudden I lost something just in them 2 years. And now I'm back to where I'm feeling good, in the morning, getting up health-wise. I'm getting around. And a lot of people understand, man, it's changed my life. It really have. And I'm just speaking on the behalf of, like, there's 2 Low T centers in Kansas City that you need to go out and they take insurance. You need to go out and see one of those deals. If you that guy that's on the couch, if you're listening to me, if you hear me, this is so important about your life. And it's not about just the sexual part of it, because it does help. It does help in all those active. It's just, and you need to do
it's
this.
Real life.
Yes, it is real life.
So now, but when you say that, like you said, 4 years ago, was it just something that you was running low, just lack of energy and stuff? You just wasn't being as active and stuff?
Active, low of energy.
What got you up to go?
Well, what got me up to go is that, I was hitting this wall, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like you hit this wall at 2 or 3 o'clock and you was tired. And I just want to I want to just have this nap. I just want to lay down. Can I close my eyes? No, I can't do it because I'm golfing and I was losing this energy. And I'm like, where am I losing my energy? This is not like me. And then I started, my health started getting a little bad. And then I had to check it into myself. I said, well, you know what? I'm speaking this. Let me try it. Let me see where my level is at. Once my level was checked and I was low enough to get it, to take it, and then it changed it.
So now, but when you say you do it, is it something that you're injecting or pills?
Yeah, it's a shot, form of shot.
Okay.
You go into the Low T Center and then you actually walk in and you get tested. The first one would probably take you 30 minutes to get in, because they'll do a little blood work just to see if you need to. Then they'll call you and next you to come back. And once you come back and you check your levels, your level's low, then you come in as you need it. It's not just like mine. It's just like I need it every 2 weeks. I feel like this is what makes me feel better. Every 2 weeks, I don't miss. I go in 5 minutes. I take my shot, and out the door I go. And then for another 2 weeks, I feel great. I'm sleeping better. And health wise, I feel better. My blood pressure got lower. and I don't have those problems anymore worrying about, my health, because this is definitely helping me.
Man, look, let's talk some NFL football, man.
All right.
This Sunday,
that's what we hear.
Yeah, this Sunday you got the Pats and the Falcons. Who are you going with and why?
Well, I think Tom Brady is. I think Tom Brady, no doubt, is one of the best quarterbacks that ever played this game. And I think that if Tom Brady can pull his game off, he would put all his critics behind him. People don't like the form that he's good, and there has been ways that they've won. They've that organization has pushed the limit to of getting back to this stage. And man, 7 times that speaks for itself.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
And you play with Joe Montana and John Elway.
That's saying a lot, man. But if this man wins this football game, it is. But I'm going to go outside the box.
What?
I'm going outside the box.
Yeah.
I think. And I've been wrong before. I said this 2 years ago, or 3 years ago when the Broncos were playing against Seattle, and I went with the offense.
Well,
but this is an all-offense game, though. You got to say this is an offensive game. I mean, both teams have great offenses.
So what you got to score?
It's going to be high. But Matt Ryan is playing some great football. I'm thinking the Falcons for the upset. I really am. I think the Falcons got enough to play in this game offensively wise, because they have so many different weapons. But Brady's going to be Brady. You're going to have to beat him. If you don't beat him, then he's going to become the greatest. If you beat him, he's still going to be the greatest.
That's true. Now, look, man, Kansas City Chiefs, man, I know you played for them for 8-9 years, man. I know this season's disappointing. What do they need to do to make it to the next hump? Now, I'm a big personally believer that this is as far as Alex Smith and Andy Reid going to be able to make it together as a collective unit taking the team. But if I'm wrong, what do they need to do to get over the hump?
Well, I mean, I think you put your finger on it, brother. I mean, if you look at the game, if you look at the playoffs, most of the teams that went to the farthest that had great quarterbacks. They've had quarterbacks that's future quarterbacks that came from. Matt Ryan came from a great quarterback. They knew that one day he's going to be a great one, and this is his stage. This is where he come from. You look to people like Alex Smith, and you want to see that. And he's been having some success in a sense that he don't turn the football over, but he don't the big games. He don't win the big games. Now you ask yourself, is this our answer? I think that the coaches have that decision. It's not my decision. It's not we can talk about it all we want. Who you can replace? They got to make those moves. They got to make those right decisions. And whether he's going to be in Kansas City, I know there's a lot of people talking about it, but I don't know if he's going to. I don't know if they're going to. Is he the guy that takes it there? You know what I'm saying? And if there is, who is? Because the time is running out. You got great defensive guys. You've always had that success in Kansas City as far as defensively. You got to fix the offensive side of the football, and you got to score points. You got to score points in this league because everybody can score now. They built the game around that. They changed the rules because they want to see the touchdown. Now, I hate the game because, me, I'm a defender. I hate when somebody scores on me. And when you score on me 6 or 7 times in the game, you're giving up 35 to 40 points. That ain't me. I don't like that, but that's where the game is at. And I think these teams are accepting it because we got a great offense.
So is Tony Romo the answer for the Chiefs or the Broncos?
Well, that's a remaining to be seen. Tony Romo haven't played in a year. I'm sure he's out there. I don't see Tony being the worst quarterback, the worst quarterback in the league at this point, and I'm sure he's going to be a little hungry about it. But who he's really going to go to? If somebody's going to make that move, are they going to
roster that money?
Yeah, but see, that's what it is. He's got a cap number, and then Jerry always try to prove people wrong. He don't want to take his guys away.
Before we get you out of here, arena football season is going to be coming up Kansas City. Are you going to be getting back involved? I know Will Shields got the Kansas City Phantoms. Will we see you back in action?
Well, you know what? Anything Will Shields would ever ask Neil Smith to do, personally, me to you, I'm there for Will. And I know that they came in and now they call it the Falcons. Is that right?
No, the Phantoms.
The Phantoms. Okay. I'm an ambassador of the game, and I was happy to bring Kansas City, the Brigades back in the days, and it was fun for me, man. I really enjoyed that, and anytime they ever wanted me to do anything ambassador-wise, I'm there. I feel like that, I owe that to Kansas City. The only thing I've ever wanted to do with Kansas City is bring them a championship, and you know what? Tell the Chiefs, if you ever see them, if you ever want to win a championship, bring Neil Smith back.
You know what? They need you. Hey, all BS aside, they need you in the front office.
Bring Neil Smith back.
I'm with
all right, man.
Neil, thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Tony G, thank you for setting this all up. And ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the great Neil Smith, Chiefs Hall of Famer, 2-time world champion, on the ship with Darren Smith.